Hey all the future assistant officers, welcome back to English for English by Pooja Singh. I will not take much of your time and I will discuss the paper 1 strategy for the re-examination. See, I know the students, the educators, everyone is asking for the accountability because just for the NTA's mistake, we are bearing the consequences. I do know, but we have to accept that fact. They have published their public notice officially that they are going to take the retest. So we have to keep that fact in our mind. We have to revise in this 20 days. So please, I would request you to prepare for 20 days and also follow the updates closely. Okay. I hope that this exam gets cancelled, but I also want to support the students, those who are asking for the paper 1 strategies. Okay. So without any delay, let's get started. And I would request don't lose paper 1. Don't ignore paper 1 because paper 1 gives you the JRF. Yes, only paper 1 can never break the JRF thing. Okay, so if you want to give maximum time, I would request you take along paper 1 with paper 2 as well, because if you're ignoring paper 1 and keeping it for like last days of revision, that will not help. Start doing it. Teaching aptitude is very easy, research is very easy, communication is very easy, ICT very easy. So please, without delay, let's get started, and please follow whatever I'm saying. That will help you a lot. So all the best. Wasting time. We have 20 days left. I won't bluff. I'll just tell you what you can do realistically. In paper 1, we have 50 question that gives you 100 marks. So our target should be 85 to 90 plus, then only you will get JRF. Okay. And if you think paper 1 is just for qualifying, no, paper 1 is not for qualifying. Paper 1 is your score booster. Okay. So if you think that if you are ignoring paper 1, you are losing your marks of getting JRF. Okay. So first, what you have to do, you don't have to study all 10 units equally. What does that means? Means you have to divide your time according to your preparation. The very first thing should that you should be knowing your strong area. What is your strong area and what is weak area? I am just making an ideal plan so that you can follow it. Okay. For that, I have divided this into 3 portions like high priority. This you should not miss at any cost. Okay. Teaching aptitudes always gives you like 7 to 8 marks and it is very easy. Very easy. Research aptitude, you're going to do PhD, you're going to do JRF. So research aptitude is very important. Logical reasoning, it may take time, but if you understand, it is easy. Okay. ICT, they ask very basic question. Data interpretation is, I guess, this is the toughest one if you don't know the basics of maths. But if you do PYQs, this can also give you like out of 5 question, you can do 3 questions very easily. So don't miss or don't skip this as well. Okay. Communication very easy. What is communication? If I am talking to you and if you're not understanding the meaning and if you're not giving a feedback, suppose I'm teaching you, okay, and if you have understood, you will do comment that yes ma'am, I have understood, or I have this problem or that problem. That means you're giving me feedback, means our communication is successful. So this is a high priority top 6 units that you should not miss at any cost. Okay. Then medium priority is that higher education system and people, environment and development. Why? Because this is very factual and this is also very factual. You have to learn. If your ratification process is good, go ahead with that. Okay. This is all about ratification. How much dates you can remember, how much things you can analyze. There is nothing of understanding. You just have to do ratification in this whole process. Now, at last, what you can do is mathematical reasoning and aptitude and reading comprehension. See, if you want to score 10 marks in reading comprehension, please give it time. Means, please, whenever you see in your examination, attempt reading comprehension. This gives clarity because in the starting your mind is clear. You can solve reading comprehension easily. You will get 3 questions out of 5 very easily. For 2 questions you have to give the analytical thinking. आपको ये सोचना पड़ेगा अच्छे से. ठीक है. So please give time to reading comprehension. It can make or break your marks. Okay. Now, as I said, you don't have to start it from zero. The 20 days paper 1 plan is that I have divided into phases. For phase 1, day 1 to 5, what you have to do, just revise a concept, whatever notes you have made till now. please revise that. That is gold for you. Okay, teaching aptitude. In teaching aptitude, what is teaching concept, what is objectives, what is the levels of teaching, different levels are teaching, what is a learner characteristics, कैसा learner है, fast learner है, slow learner है, ठीक है, what are the factors that affects teaching, what are the methods, what is teacher centered and learner centered. And always you have to see कि कभी भी अगर question आ रहा है, you have to give the priority to learner centered. Why? Because at the end you are teaching just because of learners. Okay, you have to make sure that you want to teach very effectively. Then what is online and offline teaching, and how you have to evaluate at the end. So these are the things, very basic, very easy, and you have to solve. After leading concept, you have to solve 50 to 100 MCQs. Now you will be asking, ma'am, कहाँ से पढ़ें इन सारे चीज़ों को. सो इफ़ यू डू नॉट हैव टाइम, बहुत कम समय है, आई हैव मेड दिस वीडियो 3 months ago, and in this paper I have tried my level best to do the revision of complete revision of paper 1. So if you do not have time, search this, and if you get this video, watch this. This will be very, very helpful. Okay, now paper day 2, research aptitude. After doing all sort of examination like PhD, NET and JRF, our ultimate aim is to do research. And if you don't know the basics of research, this really deserves serious attention. So first of all, you have to know the meaning of research. Research is finding something new from the existing thing. Okay, then what are the different types of research? Qualitative, qualitative, quantitative, analytical, descriptive, and so on and so forth. What are the methods? क्या methods करोगे आप? Close reading करोगे, क्या करोगे? Thematic analysis करोगे, experimental analysis करोगे. So these are the methods, and what are the steps, how you are going to do it, whether you will take interviews, whether you will take the questionnaire, whether you will go the field visit. So these are the steps. Hypothesis is just assumptions, pre-assumptions. Okay, this is superstitions that you want to take it about it. Okay, then variables, then sampling, how you're going to. Sampling is very important, please read it. Every time they ask so many questions from the sampling, and that will be in the match of the following: quota sampling, cluster sampling, snowball sampling, so many samplings. Okay, then what is qualitative? Quantitative. Qualitative will be descriptive, quantitative इसमें numbers के बारे में बात होता है. Research ethics, आप दूसरों के वर्क को प्रेजेंट नहीं कर सकते, दैट इज रिसर्च एथिक्स. रेफरेंसिंग, व्हेनेवर यू आर टेकिंग एनी रेफरेंस फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर वर्क, यू हैव टू मेंशन इट, दैट व्हाट वी से कि आप किसी वर्क को साइट कर रहे हो. ठीक है, थीसिस डिसर्टेशन यू माइट हैव डन इन योर एमए. ओके, प्लेगियरिज्म, whether you are copying things and you're not mentioning it, that is called plagiarism. Okay, then research design. Now I want to give you my best video that I have made till now for paper 1, and you can see students have given a lot of love to this video. So please, if you have no time, if you do not want to do anything, please watch this video. This will be very helpful for you. Okay, why? Because in this I have discussed the most repeated PYQs from basics to advanced, and that will not take much of your time. So I just want to save your time. Okay, so UGC net paper on most repeated, and I have covered from 5 years of PYQ, so this will be very helpful for you. You can take a screenshot also, and this is for day 3 what you have to do in the logical reasoning. These all are very important things. If you do not have time to read logical reasoning all, please read syllogism, fallacies and analogies. These are very, very, very important. Okay, I'm just telling you the very important. You can take the screenshot and read whatever feels like. Okay, so you have to learn, solve PYQs, and then analyze that where you are going wrong. Then ICT, this is the easiest one. You have to know all the basics. Take the screenshot. Computer basics, internet, LAN, WAN, MAN, PYQ, बहुत easy आता है इससे. ठीक है, networking, email, web, search engines. You have to know what are the search engines, what are the open software system, what all the digital initiatives they have taken, MOOC, SWAMPs. These are all old one. Okay, ICT terminology is very basic questions they ask from this particular section. So from this, if 5 question comes, you can easily do 5 questions at all. Okay, then communication, as I told you, if your communication skills are not good, you won't be able to a good assistant professor or a teacher in your life. Because if you're saying things and students are not getting it, no means of your teaching. You might be the most knowledgeable person in the room, but if you cannot convey that particular things to students mind, your knowledge is of waste. You might be scientist for yourself, but if you're not able to convey things in simpler meanings, then that is of no use. Okay, so what is communication process? Simple thing. There will be a sender, there will be a channel, there will be a message through which they are going through, and there will be a receiver. Then if a receiver gives the feedback, that's called the complete communication model. And yes, if there will be some errors or some barriers like channel barriers, semantic barriers, psychological barriers, okay, I have explained these all in my detailed videos, you can watch that. Okay, so models, types, barriers, effective communication, what is verbal, what is non-verbal, what is classroom communication, what is mass media, and what is interpersonal communication. Now comes day 2, phase 2, day 6 to 10. DI, you have to practice. Nobody can teach you, you have to practice. सिर्फ वीडियो देखने से नहीं काम चलेगा, ठीक है? You have to solve at least 10 to 15 DI sets, easy to moderate solve करके चाहिए. ओके, एग्जाम में आप 3 क्वेश्चंस इजीली कर सकते हैं. 2 क्वेश्चंस के लिए आपको बहुत प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ता है. दिस इज ऑल प्रैक्टिस, नोबडी कैन टीच यू. यू हैव टू डू. आपको पेन और पेपर से खुद से बनाना पड़ेगा, देन ओनली यू विल एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. देन मैथमेटिकल रीजनिंग, अगेन इट इज अ प्रैक्टिस मोड. बहुत बेसिक्स क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. आपको एवरेज निकालने के लिए पूछा जाएगा, आपको हाइट निकालने के लिए पूछा जाएगा, आपका सम पूछा जाएगा, आपको ट्रेन वाला जो क्वेश्चन है वो पूछा जाएगा. तो आप पीवाईक्यू से ये कर सकते हैं. आई हैव मेड ऑलरेडी पीवाईक्यू वीडियोस, यू कैन गो एंड वॉच दैट. ओके, हायर एजुकेशन से ये सारे यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के डेट्स पूछे जाते हैं, ठीक है? कब स्टैब्लिशमेंट हुआ है, और इसके क्रोनोलॉजी भी कभी कभी पूछ लिया जाता है. दे एट सो बेसिकली यू शुड बी नोइंग ऑल द फंक्शंस. यूजीसी का फंक्शन क्या है, नैक का फंक्शन क्या है, एनआईआरएफ का फंक्शन क्या है, यूनिवर्सिटीज़ का फंक्शन क्या है, एक्रीडेशंस कौन कंपनी देता है, गवर्नेंस, पॉलिसीज, मेजर एजुकेशनल इनिशिएटिव्स. सो आई विल गिव अ वेरी सैटारिकल वर्ड फॉर हायर एजुकेशन इन इंडिया. लाइक इन इंडिया हमारे लिए ये एक श्राप बन चुका है. दिस एनटीए is like National Trauma Agency. I have given the best name to it. And accreditation और major initiative के नाम पे zero, कुछ नहीं किया जाता है. And we have seen the proof of it. I don't have to say it. Okay. People, development and environment, आपको SDGs और MDGs सारे याद करने हैं, because this is very important. And in 2026 and in 2025 they have asked a lot of the question. These are very easy, you can take a screenshot of it and you have to revise these all things. Now reading comprehension, I have already made a video of reading comprehension, how to give 5 questions out of 5 questions correct. So आप वो वीडियो जाके देख लो, very easy. आपको सेंट्रल आइडिया पढ़ना पड़ता है, इन्फ्रेंस, टोन, ऑथर का क्या आर्ग्यूमेंट है, कंक्लूजन, और ये बहुत इजी टू मॉडरेट आता है. अगर आप थोड़ा भी ध्यान देते हो और पहले अटेम्प्ट में करो, मतलब कोई एग्जाम देने जाओ और सबसे पहले आप रीडिंग कॉम्प्रीहेंशन करो दोनों पेपर का, तो दैट विल गिव यू एन एक्स्ट्रा एज. ठीक है, फिर पेपर 1 फुल डे 11 आपको पेपर 1 फुल मॉक देना है. ठीक है, आपको एक एरर कॉपी बनाना है. ये हम अपने सारे स्टूडेंट्स को बोलते हैं दैट यू हैव टू मेक एन एरर कॉपी. व्हाई? बिकॉज यू शुड बी नोइंग कि एट द एंड ऑफ द डे एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले आपको क्या रिवाइज करना है. जैसे कंसेप्ट आपका गलत हुआ, मतलब हमको नहीं पता था, मेमोरी में याद हम भूल गए. कंफ्यूजन, दैट इज मिक्स्ड कंसेप्ट. आई ऑलवेज गेट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन 2 ऑप्शंस. 1 2 जल्दी एलिमिनेट हो जाता है, बट आई गेट कंफ्यूज इन ऑप्शन 3 and 4. सो उसके लिए आपको वो लिख के रखना है. सिली मिस्टेक्स आपने क्या किया, आपको पता था बट आप फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत गलती करती, तो यू हैव टू मेक दैट. देन डे 12 to 18 आपको पीवाईक्यू रिविजन करना है. 2 घंटा आप रिवीजन, कॉन्सेप्ट रिवीजन कीजिए, पीवाईक्यूज लगाइए, 1 घंटा आप मॉक दीजिए, फिर एरर नोटबुक में पढ़िए, और एक दिन पहले आपने क्या किया है. सो दिस शुड बी योर डेली टारगेट. लाइक 100 to 150 क्वेश्चंस कीजिए, या फिर कोई भी यूनिट उठाइए, उसके इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस लगाइए, जैसा आपको लगता है कि आप किसमें स्ट्रांग हो, किसमें वीक हो. डे 19 to 20 मॉक फेज आएगा. आपको पूरा पेपर, फुल पेपर बनाना है, अपना करियर करेक्ट करना है कि क्या क्या एरर आपका हुआ है. फिर आपका आता है रिवीजन. कैसे आपको रिवीजन, तो पहले टीचिंग, रिसर्च, आईसीटी, रीजनिंग, कम्युनिकेशन, डीआई फॉर्मूलाज आप सारा एक कॉपी में लिख लो. हायर एजुकेशन फैक्ट्स, इन्वायरमेंट फैक्ट्स, एरर नोटबुक बनाओ, और बिल्कुल एग्जाम की तरह अपना एग्जाम दो. ठीक है, नो फोन, नो कोई चेक नहीं करना आंसर को, और उसके बाद लास्ट में एनालाइज करना है. एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले आपको क्या नहीं करना है, कोई भी न्यू बुक नहीं पढ़ना, कोई भी न्यू पीडीएफ नहीं, कोई रैंडम लेक्चर्स नहीं देखना है, कोई न्यू टॉपिक नहीं करना है. ये नहीं देखना है कि टेलीग्राम पे कोई न्यू मटेरियल आ गया तो पढ़ ले, कोई 500 क्वेश्चंस का मैराथन नहीं देखना है. आपको अपने पेस पे ध्यान देना है, कैसे आप वर्क करते हो. ठीक है, आप रिवीजन दो. रिवीजन इज द की, दैट थिंग आई विल से. ओके, the most important paper 1 rule is that you don't have to collect questions, you have to collect patterns. From where? From PYQs बने हुए हैं चैनल पे, you can go and check that. Okay, so if you have solved 100 question and making the same mistakes 10 times, you really need to work on that. You haven't solved 10 for 100 questions. So if you have understand the 100 out of 10 recurring concept, that yes, I know from research they are asking the sampling question, that will help you in your exam. So पेपर वन आपको क्या करना है, आपको ये सोचना है कि हमको ये नहीं सोचना है कि 50 क्वेश्चन है तो हमको 50 बिल्कुल सही करना है। अगर आप 30 प्लस भी अच्छे से सही करते हो ना, यू आर एट अ वेरी गुड पोजीशन। पहले आपको देखना है फर्स्ट राउंड में जो भी आ रहा है एकदम टिक कर दो, ठीक है। सेकंड राउंड में जिसमें कैलकुलेशन या फिर थिंकिंग है वो करो। उसके बाद अगर जो नहीं आ रहा है तो फिर मार्क फॉर रिव्यू कर दो। और डीआई के क्वेश्चन पे, एक क्वेश्चन पे कभी भी 5 मिनट से ज़्यादा समय मत करना, दैट विल take a lot of your time. So if one question is consuming this appropriate time and move on, okay? So that's all the best for your examination.